Business owners, are you ready to hire your first employee, but you're secretly terrified you're going to mess up the paperwork? Do you actually know which forms the government demands you have on day one? Or are you just downloading random templates online and hoping for the best? You know what time it is. It's time for the Friday Legal Fix. Here's the deal. Bringing on your first team member is a massive milestone, so congrats. But if you miss just one of these 5 essential documents, you aren't growing a business, you're building a liability. Here's why. The government doesn't care if you're a newbie. They expect you to be compliant from the moment that the employee clocks in. Today, I'm cutting through the confusion. I'm going to walk you through the exact 5-step onboarding checklist I use to keep my clients compliant and audit-proof. We're talking about the forms that protect your profit and the mistakes that invite lawsuits. And if you stick around until the end, I'm going to throw in a bonus document that new employers often miss. All right, so here we go. Number 1, the Form I-9. This is non-negotiable. This form proves that your new employee is actually authorized to work in the United States. You, the employer, must physically examine the original documents like a passport or a driver's license or their social security card within 3 business days of their start date. If you get audited and you don't have this, that's a big deal. Keep in mind, you're not allowed to tell the employee which document they must produce. You're only supposed to show them the government's list of acceptable documents. Number 2, the Form W-4, the federal tax withholding. This tells you how much federal income tax to withhold from their paycheck. Your employee may ask, hey, what should I put here? Should I claim a 1 or 0? Don't answer that. Tell them, I cannot give tax advice. Please speak to your accountant. If you tell them what to write and they owe money later, they might blame you. Number 3, and this is one everyone forgets, the state tax withholding form. Just because you have a W-4 doesn't mean you're covered for state tax purposes. Check in with your state to see which form applies to your business. This ensures that you're withholding the right amounts for the right jurisdictions. Ever wonder why the IRS puts the word form in front of the number? I wish I knew. If you know, comment below. Help me out. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled broadcast. Now that the government is happy, let's talk about protecting you and your business assets. Here we go. Number 4, the offer letter. Please hear me clearly. This is not an employment contract. I repeat, this is not an employment contract. This is one of the areas where using a template can get you into trouble because a poorly written one may or may be missing language that protects the at-will status and ensures that there are no employment length guarantees. However, your offer letter should clearly state the compensation, the job title, the start date, and crucially, it must state that employment is at will if you're in a state where that's applicable. This means that either you or the employee can end the relationship at any time for any reason. Don't trap yourself into a contract that you didn't mean to sign or create. Number 5, the Employee Handbook Acknowledgement. Now you might be thinking, Aisha, I'm a small business. It's just me and this new person. I don't need a 50-page handbook. Not so fast, my friends. If you don't have a full handbook yet, start with something simple like a code of conduct or even a policy sheet. But you need a signed piece of paper proving that they received your rules of the road and agreed to follow them. If you ever have to fire someone for breaking the rules, this is the piece of paper that's your best defense. Okay, so I promised you a bonus tip. Number 6, the confidentiality or NDA agreement. When you're starting a small business, your first employee sees everything. They see your client lists, your pricing strategy, your messy files, everything. You need a confidentiality or non-disclosure agreement. This ensures that if they leave, they can't take your trade secrets down the street to a competitor. It's not about mistrust, it's about smart business hygiene. Getting these 6 documents right sets the tone that you are running a professional operation, not a hobby. Want more tips about how to keep you and your business out of hot water? Head on over to topemployermistakes.com and then like, follow, or subscribe. If you want to go deeper, please check out my podcast, Do Small Business Like a Big Boss. This is Aisha from Cedric Andrews, your small business legal guide. I'll see you next week.